What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is James. Today, for the very first time, I'm filming outside and filming something completely different than what I've ever done before. So for this video, I wanted to share with you guys my bow setup for hunting season. As I talked about a little bit last week in my video, I'm going to be sharing some more of my passions and all of that on here. And one of my biggest passions is hunting. I really love archery. And bow season is coming up here in Michigan. It begins October 1st. And so in light of that, I just wanted to share my bow setup with you guys and kind of start sharing some hunting stuff on here. I'm really excited about this, and hopefully you guys are too, and hope you guys enjoy this. And yeah, so without further ado, I'm just going to dive into this video. But if you guys enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell before you guys go. Let's get into this video. So I just got my bow pulled out here and got it out of the case and everything. And so the bow that I use is the Bowtech Carbon Icon. I got this bad boy a couple years back. Actually, I think it's about 4 years ago now, and it's been just an amazing bow. I've been so happy with this purchase. I think it was probably around $800 at the time, but I got it completely equipped with the sight, the arrow rest, the quiver, the stabilizer, the strap that goes around your wrist, and all of that. So I just got it completely decked out because I wanted to switch that stuff up anyway from my previous bow. So I just ended up splurging a little bit going with that because I really liked their equipment they had on it for the sight and everything. And so that's why I decided to go this route. And I haven't switched up any of the equipment that came on it because I honestly really like all of it. I haven't had issues with them, and so there hasn't really been a need to. So the setup I got when I purchased it was called the Ready Aim Kill, or RAK is the acronyms for it. And so it really came with this, it was this Octane brand for pretty much the entire setup, for like the arrow rest, which is kind of like a whisker biscuit but only like on 3 sides of the arrow, which I previously used a whisker biscuit on my last bow, and honestly I like this a heck of a lot better. This has been my favorite arrow rest I've ever tried. I feel like the accuracy is pretty good, and I honestly think it was more accurate than the whisker biscuit when I used that. And I don't know, it's been rock solid for me, so I really like that, and I would recommend it to everyone. Unfortunately though, they stopped making them in that brand, so it's a little harder to track down now. But if you can, you can go on eBay and you can find them, or there's knockoff brands of these. So it's just stuff to consider or think about. The sight I have on here, let's see if you can get a little view of it. It's the Apex Gear Ready Aim Kill one as well, and it's 4 pins. I previously had a sight that was just 1 single pin that adjusted up and down, but for hunting situations I had decided that I was like, you know what, I want to get something that has multiple pins, because if a deer comes in while I'm hunting, I don't want to have to worry about adjusting that sight. I just want to have it ready. And so when I set mine up, I just do like a 20-yard pin, a 30-yard, a 40, and a 50. My 20-yard is good for 20 yards in, and you know, so I don't feel a need to have anything closer than that. So that's what I like about the 4-pin. I wouldn't mind a 5th pin to sight into 60 yards as well, but I'm never going to shoot that far at a deer anyway. It's just more shooting for fun. Even the 50-yard pin is the same thing, but it's been a great sight. I mean, it's nothing fancy. You definitely could get something better quality, but I haven't felt the need to. It's been rock solid for me. Nothing's came loose on it, hasn't broken in any way, shoots true to it, so it's been rock solid. So I definitely enjoy that and like it. The stabilizer that came on this, again, is the Octane brand. I'm not sure if you could find this stuff still. I mean, again, I bought this like 4 years ago or something, or actually almost 5 years ago now. So, but that's been good. It has at times come unscrewed on top. You can see right here where that just comes off. But that doesn't happen often, but it hasn't been a big deal to me where I'm like feeling the need to go out and splurge and spend money on it. You know, I'd rather spend the least amount I can on this stuff because it's not cheap, and I'd rather spend money on other things. But yeah, and then there's the typical Bowtech strap. I love having a wrist strap on my bow. That way, you'll see when I like shoot my bow, I typically, when it's drawn back, I'm letting go. I'm not holding on to it until I shoot, and then I grip it back on. just to give that added security to the bow not falling off my wrist or not dropping it. I would definitely recommend having a wrist strap and all of that. And then of course you just got where I can loop my release on right there, which is great. And then it also comes with a quiver, which I've got set aside over here. The quiver is again the Octane brand, and it just slides right into the side of this, pops right in, and boom, you're ready to go. I think it's been a great quiver. I like it better than my old one. It just gets in and out of there a lot easier, and it's just pops right off, no problem. You can hang it while you're hunting and you're good to go. So that's my bow setup that I've got. I absolutely love it, and I would recommend this bow to anyone. The Bowtech Carbon Icon is a great bow. I don't remember the exact FPS on it. I shoot like 70 pounds on it, a little over 70 pounds with like a 29-inch draw. So obviously your FPS is going to be variable depending upon how fast you shoot, or depending upon your draw length and how many pounds you shoot. But yeah, it's a great bow, great setup. Highly would recommend this. And then I've got, this year I just purchased a new release because I lost my old one. I'm pretty sure I left it up at our hunting property at a place that I had gotten a deer, which really sucked. So I had to purchase a new release this year, and then I got some new arrows this year, which I'm going to grab for you guys right now. So this is my new release right here. It's the True Ball brand, and I used to have like the Velcro style of this, but I decided to get the buckle instead, and I absolutely love these releases. They're top notch in my opinion, and it was only like 50 bucks compared to others that you can spend far more. Obviously there's cheaper ones out there. For me, this was a great option. It was the Stinger XT in the True Ball release. I would recommend it for sure. It's a great release. And then my new arrows, I switched to the Blackout X1 Pro. This has been a great arrow. It's a very straight and stiff arrow, which is straighter than any of the other ones I've ever had, and it's been great. It's been very accurate. Haven't had any issues with it, aside from the fact that I actually have poked a hole in a couple of my fletchings already, because just grouping too much together, which is always a good thing to see, but a bummer part too, because you're wrecking your arrows. But yeah, it's definitely a good arrow, and I like them so far, so I'll probably end up buying more of them, because I only got half dozen to try them out to see if I would like them before going further than that. And then the last thing I want to share with you guys is the broadheads I use while hunting. And so I do the G5 Havocs. This is what they look like right there. I switched over to expandables for the first time last year, and I took two deer with them and had no issues with them. I absolutely loved them. They're actually a Michigan based company, so I thought that was pretty cool to get like a American made but also like a Michigan made. Like, I thought that was pretty cool living in Michigan, so that's why I decided to try these, and they're great. I would definitely recommend them to any one of you guys if you're looking for a new broadhead. Like, they shoot true to my field points, and that's the important thing. That was kind of the issue I had with broadheads. Even with broadhead tuning, they always seemed like a little bit off, so I just switched to the expandables. Like them a lot better than my fixed blades that I used to use, but really use whatever broadhead you're comfortable with. That's kind of what I use right there. I love them, would suggest them to anyone, but also just use what you guys are comfortable with. So that's the bow setup that I use. You guys feel free, like if you are into the outdoors or into hunting or archery or anything, just feel free to comment down below like what your guys' setup is. I'd be curious to see that and love to hear it too, or you know, hear about some things you've tried with archery and haven't liked and all of that. Like, I love this stuff. It's a blast. It's fun. Again, my bow is not top of the line by any means, but it's not like the bottom of the barrel. It's somewhere in the mid pack, and I think it's a great bow that's going to last me many, many years. It's definitely the hopes, and no complaints about it whatsoever. So if you guys are looking for a bow, definitely check out the Bowtech Carbon Icon. I love it. It's been a great bow to me, and I think it could be a great bow for any one of you guys as well if you are looking for a new bow. So that's what I'm using. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell before you guys go. Love you guys. See you next week with another video.